Good evening. We're going to start with lesson 16, divide by using the break apart and the distribute strategy. Woo! So we have a tape diagram, and this whole thing represents 90, and it's broken up into 10 parts. Well, if we look at it, we say, well, how many parts do they have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically this is showing us 90 divided by, because each part is 10, and so 90 divided by 10 is equal to 9, because each one of these is 9 boxes, and it all equals 90. And we wanted to check that, we would say 10 times 9, basically saying 9 groups of 10 is 90. That's how you check it. The next one is a little different because it's all equal. Tape diagram is all equal to 36, but now we don't have those numbers inside like we'd had before. But we do know that we can count the boxes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have to figure out what's going to go in each box. If it's all equal to 36 and there's 9 boxes, how many are we going to have in each box? So we would have 36 divided by 9 is equal to, well, it's a 4th grade favorite, 9 times 4. So in each one of these boxes, we would have a 4, because 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, now we have a unit. We have 12 tens divided by 2. So 12 tens is just really 12 times 10, which is 100. 20 divided by 2, and we say 2 goes into 12 6 times, and don't forget the 0, 60. So our quotient is a 60. So if we continue on with this, we see 8 ones divided by 2. So 8 ones is just 8 divided by 2, which would give us 4. So we have 4 ones. So if we put this all together right here, we would say 120 divided by 2 plus 8 divided by 2, and we go to 60, because we already figured that out. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and we're going to get a quotient of 64. So what was our original problem would be 128 divided by 2, because 120, 12 tens plus 8 ones is 128 divided by 2 is going to give us a quotient of 64. All right, we have another tape diagram, and it's all worth 176. And that's all we've got. But we have another clue. How many? The tape diagram is cut up into how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what we would have here is 8. It's 176 divided by 8. All right, so let's start trying to think about that break apart method. When we see 8 goes into 17, 170, that's not going to work. But 8 times what would give us close to 17, and that would be 16, really 160, plus, but we have to give that extra 10 to 16 to the 6, which is 6 ones, plus that extra 10 would give me 16 ones. Okay, so now we have that really nicely worked out. 8 goes into 160. Well, it goes into 16 twice with the 0. 8 goes into 16 twice, so we get a quotient of 22. So how many are going to go into each one of these sections? That would be, so x is that x right here in mathematics is called a variable. Each one of those is worth 22. All right, continuing on, 144 divided by 6. If you look at that first two numbers, 14, 6 is not going to go into that 14, which would really be 140. But it would work with 120. So let's say if we get our number bond and we put 144 in here, and we're going to pull out 3 numbers. So we know that 120 worked, but what would work with 6? That would be a 60 plus a 60 would give us 120. But we're working with 144. So if we take 120 and we subtract it from 144, we're left with 24. So now this can go into really nicely, because we could say 60 divided by 6 would give us 10. 60 divided by 6 would give us 10. And 24 divided by 6 would give us 4. And so our quotient, 10 plus 4, is 24. All right, continuing on with another strategy. So we know that 6 can't go into 144, but it can go into 120. So we're going to say, how many tens? We're going to do 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 100, 10 tens. And then we have 2 more because it's 120. But we're going to take those 2 and we're going to put them over here and we're going to make them into 20 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But then we have 4 ones left over. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're going to take... Okay. Now what we have tens, but we forgot to add on our 2 because it's 120. We're going to take that 120, which is really 12 tens, and we're going to split them up into 6 equal groups because we're dividing by 6. All right, so let me change my color so it stands out. Here we go. Let's take that 120 and divide it up into 6 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we have our 12 tens, and now we need to split up the 24 ones into 6 equal groups. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Stop. How many do we have in each group, or each row here? We have 2 tens, which is 20. We have 4 ones, so it's 24, just like we have here. Now, if we continue on with another strategy, which is called our area model, right? We know how to use those. We've done those before, especially in the multiplication. So let's separate this. Let's make our rectangle, and we're going to cut this up. And we know that we're dividing by 6, so the 6 is going to go out here. So we know that we're dividing into 144, but we know that's not going to go into it evenly. But what would 6 go into it evenly? 120. So if we take 144 and we subtract it with 120, we're left with 24. So now we can divide. 6 goes into 120. 6 goes into 12 2 times with a 0. 6 goes into 24 4 times. If you add these up, we get 24. Check this out. We have 3 different ways of dividing a 3-digit number. Pretty impressive. Okay, our next one, we'll continue on with the place value chart with our place value discs. We are dividing by 4, and if we look at these first two numbers, we have 3 tens, which is 30, but really it's 300. But we know that 4 can't go into 30 just like that. What's the closest number we can get to? Well, that would be 28 tens, which is 280. So we need to put 280 in our box here. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 20. Whoops. And then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 28. But remember, we have to give those 2 leftover tens because 2 more from 28 would be 30. So it can't go into 30, but it can go into 28. So we have to take those 2 tens, which is 20, and give them over to the ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And don't forget our 4 ones. All right, now we have to split all this up into 4 equal groups. So let's take that 28 and split it up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Great. So we have 28. And in the ones we have 24 that we have to split up into 4 equal groups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, we split them up. So now how many tens do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 tens, which is really a 70. And how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 ones, 70 plus 6. The quotient is 76. 7 tens is 70 plus the 6 ones is 76. So 304 divided by 4 is 76. We can continue this using an area model as well for another strategy. We do this. We know that we're dividing by 4, so 4 goes out here. We know that it doesn't go into 300, but it does go into 280. Got as close as we can get to 300. And if we take 280 and we subtract it from 304, we know that we get a leftover 24. That's our small section. So now we need to say 4 times what is going to give us 280? Well, 4 goes into 28 7 times. Bring your 0 up. 4 times what gives us 24? That's 6. So 70 plus 6 is 76. We have the break apart too, which really just shows us, let's do 304 divided by 4. We know that it does not go into 300, but we do know that it goes into 280 plus, how much did we take out? We took out 20 plus that remaining 4 ones, which would give us 24, and we're going to divide by 4. So 280 divided by 4, well, 70. 4 goes into 24, we get 6 to get the quotient of 6. Who is the king of the pencil case? Interesting question. But you're going to have to find out by answering the next few questions. 216 divided by 4. And bring in your 3 strategies tomorrow. Come on, guys, step it up. We don't want to have to go back on our game board. Bring in 3 strategies tomorrow. Who is the king of the pencil case? Why, it's me. I'm the king, the ruler.